Hello, and welcome to another episode of Healing from the Mess with me, Lizzie. Today, I want to talk about this weekend. So, he agreed to meet us. My stepdad agreed to meet me and my children at the park around 2 o'clock on Saturday. And Saturday morning, I was getting the kids' stuff ready so they could listen to music without Wi-Fi, and because I don't have Wi-Fi in my car at all. So I was in the middle of doing this, and my husband calls. He had left with the middle child because he didn't want to come, apparently. And he calls me and says, "Hey, I just heard from him. He's not going to make it. Your mom made plans." What's unclear is if he told her and she said, "You're not doing that. You already have plans." Or if he didn't say anything and she said she had plans, which he could have said he had plans, right? And then it came out that, he's sorry, but he has to live with her. So I went by myself because my kids were really disappointed. My youngest one especially was in tears when I left. And I was crying on and off all the way down. He called my husband yesterday. He's like, "Is she angry?" He goes, "She's disappointed." "Well, I'm sorry, but I have to live with her." He didn't have the courtesy to tell me himself. He told my husband. And honestly, if he calls me, I'm not going to answer. Because I am so disappointed. Which means I am pretty angry as well. And I need to calm myself down. I need to process how I'm feeling because I don't want to blow up at him. But the one thing that went through my head yesterday was, you're just trying to keep peace. I kept the peace my whole life. And I was miserable. I had anxiety every day. I had anxiety attacks every day. My stomach was in knots every day. The only time it wasn't is if I didn't eat anything. And you're going to choose a life of misery and keeping the peace over seeing your own grandkids. Like, I could give... Don't care about me, okay? Don't care about me. But instead of them just losing her, they're also losing their grandpa. The only consistent grandfather they've had, and he's just choosing her. And I understand that's his wife. I do. I can understand that. But you're treating someone who treats you like garbage. You're treating someone who needs to know where you are every second of every day, but doesn't tell you anything. Over your own grandkids. Like, how fair is that to them? I chose my kids over myself. I chose them to have a relationship with her. I chose the peace for my kids until I realized that it was killing me. And they weren't getting the best version of their mother. And I walked away. And now they're getting a better version of their mother. And every day I'm improving and getting better. And I'm letting go and removing toxicity from my life so I can be better for my kids. I'm angry that they're losing their grandfather because he wants to keep the peace. And it's like, both my grandparents died when they were in their 70s. So I have this fear of, he's 70, how many years? I mean, my husband's mother is still around. His dad's still around. They're in their I think his mom's almost 80, and his dad is 80. I don't remember. I'd have to look at the dates again. But I want him to live the rest of his life happy, but I cannot control what he does. It's so hard when you just want people. You just want people to experience the best things ever and have the best life ever, and they refuse to do what's best for them. They just want to take the easy way out, which the easy way is the hardest way. So many of us have learned that. We've taken the easy route, and it ended up being easy the first, 5 miles. But then the rest of that terrain, it's like hot lava and giant hills and valleys so deep and woods so dense and full of darkness. How do you, like, what do you do with that? What do you do with that? So the easy way is not easy. It just looks easy. Take the hard path, because it's only really hard for 5 miles, and then it's normal, valleys and hills. I got to go down there. I got to see one of my friends. I was picking up a desk from her, and we had a good chat. I wish I could spend more time with her. And I got to see another one of my friends. We went to lunch, and we talked for like 3 hours. And it's amazing to watch her grow. I'm so proud of her. Both of them. Both those girls, women, they have grown. They're growing. They're becoming healed, stronger versions of who they were. And that makes my heart so happy to know that I can still have these women in my life, because, we're on the same level. We're getting there. And then I stopped to see my best friend, and before I knew it was 8 o'clock at night, and I was like, well, I guess I'm driving home. So I spent the night there. I felt like a dream. But it was so nice. I missed that. I missed time with them a lot. All 3 of them. I'm so proud. And I'm so thankful to have these women in my life. It was good. It was hard, and I felt bad for my kids. I did. I do. But I'm so thankful for the support system, for the friendships I have that I've been able to maintain with women who are trying their best to heal from some damage it didn't cause. And going through the, I don't know, I wish I knew how to explain it. The growth is you're in the trenches, man. I mean, healing and growth, it hurts, it is painful, but it is worth every step. And I am so fucking proud of them. I actually, because of one of them, I actually started listening to The Body Keeps Score I'm in the middle of, I finished chapter 4. I will be listening to it today. I think a couple chapters. It's very enlightening. Also, the hardest part about growth is being able to see people for who they are. When you can recognize toxicity, when you see it, when you can feel it. My biggest thing is lies. I don't like being lied to. It's one thing I do not condone. There's no reason to lie to me. So when you're faced with people who've been in your life for as long as you can remember, it was easier to walk away from my mother because I always kind of knew something was off and something was wrong. But it's hard to walk away from people that I love so much, but I don't know if I can take with me on my journey. One of them I can kind of, with my stepdad, low contact, kind of gray rocking. I could do that, which I will start doing, and I will talk to my husband and make sure we're on the same page. One of them I can have low contact, only see once in a while, and I can do that. And one of them I have been putting up boundaries. I've been doing the work, but I don't know if it's going to be enough. And having to walk away from that person, it hurts. It really does. I can't be upfront. I can't be honest. I have to hold my tongue. And that's when I really realized that it wasn't a good place, because if I can't speak my mind, if I can't give you my actual opinion when I'm asked for it, and I can't give them advice, like real true advice, and I feel like I'm not being true and I'm being an imposter, and I don't like that feeling. So I don't know. So sorry. I don't know how long this friendship's going to last. So maybe I'll just start being myself and we'll see. I think that's all I can do. Yeah, I wanted to give you an update. I'm also PMSing, so I'm a little more emotional than usual. I did have a great time. I enjoyed the people I got to see. I got to see 3 of them, and it was amazing, and it was perfect, and I can't wait to do it again. I'm so proud of all 3 of them. I love them to the moon and back again, and surround yourself with people who are growing with you, who are doing the work. Even if you're on different levels, if you're on the same path, right? If you're headed the same direction, have those people around, because they will encourage you and help you stay on that path and help you to keep going, and you can help them. Thank you for joining me on this episode, and I hope you will join me next time for another episode of Healing from the Mess with me, Lizzie.